Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Okamiden. In the last episode, we headed back to Sugawara's grave to see how Kuro and the Lady Scholar had fixed it up. And instead, we were greeted by the demon who possessed Sugawara himself, the one responsible for everything that had happened to Ryoshima Coast, Akuro. And in this episode, we are just heading back to the city, because Kagu really couldn't think of anything else for us to do. Akuro has threatened to travel back in time to the point before Amaterasu defeated Orochi, almost a year ago. Now, there is something that I will say. If you have not played / watched Okami, you might not want to continue viewing here. I know it sounds really, really weird for me to tell you not to watch my videos for any reason at all when, when I'm publicly posting them on YouTube as my own. But I will say this. The story is going to be incredibly hard for you to follow, and I don't want to spell out every single detail of the story in Okami as we go along. So, I highly recommend you play Okami. It's a game on the Wii and PS2, systems that most anyone should have. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And if you don't have either of the systems, it's going to be on PlayStation Network coming up in just a couple weeks, which is only going to be $20. If you can't get a hold of it, though, or you'd rather play through it with me, I have a complete Let's Play of it that is up on my channel. It's my 13th Let's Play. It's in my playlist section. Would not be difficult for you to find and watch. And honestly, I would rather lose some views right now on Okamiden than ruin the wonderful story of Okami for you, because for you to follow along in the story without having played or understanding Okami, I would have to tell you everything that just happens in my own words without letting you see it the way Hideki Kamiya intended for you to see it, and I would rather not do that. Because it's very much it's a story very much worth experiencing the way it was meant to be intended, and I don't want to destroy that, and it's not my place to destroy that. So, now that we're done with that, how about we just go ahead and head up with Gen's Tower, and with here, this is the point where the story is really going to be picking up. Anyway, without further ado, let's head up to Gen's place and see why that clanging has all stopped. It seems the city's at peace once more, but not for much longer if Akuro presents just as bad of a threat as all that clanging. Dude, it's a temporal displacement machine! You can go anywhere, anyone you want with one of these babies. You don't say. Huh? You mean you had no idea what you were building? We can just use it to go back to when Amaterasu beat Orochi. That should put a damper on that Akuro. Hey, Gen! Oh man, it's Isun! Great, finally found you. I've been running around looking for you. How did he get up here? Where the heck have you been? I mean, I guess he knows the brush techniques, but still. Hey, Chibi, is that you? What brings you to this crazy old Gen's place? Isun, be my partner. Be the 5th partner. Anything less than you would suck. Wow, that's one heck of a story. Wish I had been there to document all that fun. So what are you doing here exactly? Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot. Check this out! I found back in those ruins outside of town. Oh my word! It's another contraption of dubious nature. I must build it before I do anything else! He's like people who have to Let's Play stuff the day it comes out when they have no familiarizing with the source material. You're going into the past? No doubt. Someone's got to put that Akuro in his place. You're right. I'll go with you. Sorry, negative on that one. You gotta stay here and get good at using your Miko powers. You can't! Listen, what happens if we all go back and he wipes us all out? Let me do this alone. Besides, I'm used to traveling, and time traveling is no different. And suppose, just suppose, he does get the drop on me. And someone else is gonna have to take him down, right? I don't agree with you, but I understand. So this isn't goodbye. You're coming back. Got it? You got it. Which is good, because I suck at goodbyes. Ah, and that reminds me. I know you're a hot lady scholar, but I never got your name. Care to tell me before I hop back in time? No, I don't think I care to. Why not? Did you forget already? You still owe me a date, Kuro. I'll tell you my name when we have our date. But that means you have to return to us safe and sound. Oh. Okay! You can count on it! Oh, I love Kuro just so much. He's awesome. Pooch, you can be careful now, you hear? I know you're better than that stupid demon. May I be the first to welcome you aboard the Goro. You two fellas okay? Where are we? You be on the deck of me ship, the Goro. The Goro? Never heard of it. We be a merchant ship transporting passengers and goods to Seon City. Oh, right. Well, thanks for the save, dude. No need to thank me. I'm the captain of this here vessel. And I'll save any wee one I find in the ocean between here and faraway lands. So, what are a couple landlubbers like you doing in the drink? Dude, you don't even want to know. But you could help me. Have you heard of someone called Akuro? Akuro. Doesn't ring a bell. Sounds like someone important. I should know a poobah like that. Hey, anyway, if you're looking for this guy, someone here can help. I've got passengers from all over the world here. Someone on this floating pile of wood should know who Akuro is. Thanks, Captain. I'll see what everyone knows. Ready, boy? You need to pick up Akuro's trail ASAP. If you haven't guessed, I love this song. I also like going out on boats, you know, just going through the ocean and all that, and I just think this fits it so well. It sounds adventurous, but also very timid, I guess. The Goro, 9 months ago, is where we ended up. So, we're aboard a fine vessel, the Goro. It fits it so well. Just going through waters, not knowing where you're gonna end up, and just anything's possible. It fits it so well. Such a good song. What do we got here? So we got a merchant here. So, buying items 9 months in the past. I don't know if it's just my imagination, but the items seem cheaper. Guess we traveled back in time before inflation hits. Well, you know, times of peace, inflation hits, because people get too comfortable with their spending habits. It makes sense. The story of Okamiden goes a lot deeper than you'd expect. Eastern Masterpiece Part 4 right up here. Now, I just want to say this right now. The Goro contains missable collectibles. There's chests here that you cannot get later. Just saying, okay? Now, we can go all over the ship. There's quite a few places that we can go, and I will say that the Goro can get a bit confusing, so don't feel, you know, bad about using your map. Your map is on the bottom screen for a reason. It is always helpful. And actually, I don't want to go below deck quite yet. For some odd reason, I thought that took us to a different room, but it is not the place I was thinking of. Because I actually want to go in here. Even though it looks like these two entrances would lead to the same place, they actually don't for some reason. So, in here, we got the captain's quarters, and no, I don't mean the butt. Ship's log. It looks like they've been traveling the 7 seas. Okay. And apparently that says the same thing. This is where they control the rudder. Think he'll get mad if I touch it? No, Koro, go ahead. Got himself a prayer altar for the safety of his crew. Now, I guess while we're walking about the ship, I should say this. I didn't want to mention this earlier because it was a bit of a spoiler. Gen is a person from Japanese history. He is based on the inventor Genai, who actually was arrested and tried for some very serious crimes because he did some illegal excavating of an area that I think he was not even aware was part of some sacred ruins. Similar to what he did in this one, his history reference was not as apparent in Okami, though. The seas have been restive as of late. The sea dragon's even gone bonkers. I have serious doubts about the safety of this ship. That's why I prefer flying. Okay. Not a bad place for catching a few wings. Must have been great having the sound of the waves soothe you to sleep. I can definitely agree there. I think I've only actually gotten the pleasure of falling asleep on a ship once, and I'd love it. I would love to go out to sea again and do that. It'd be amazing. But we've gone around and talked to everyone on the deck, and nobody seems to know anything about anyone named Akuro, so how about we head on down below deck? At long last, we obviously can't go over there, so let's, actually, I don't need to break those pots. You're still my enemy, Pottery! Don't think I've forgotten what you did to my family! That's right! You cost us money on stuff the house didn't even need. That's why I destroy you no matter what game I'm playing. Anyway, right over here, we got an area where, guess what? We can actually use magnet! Yeah, forget that we had a magnet power, it's been quite a while since we've actually used it. So, that'll raise that up and lower that, so we can kind of use it to activate some elevators now, and there's some cool uses of it coming out, but what do we got here? Hello there! I got something I want to ask you. A task? What kind of task? No. Not a task, I just want to ask you something. Can you hear me? I've got a question for you! Oh, there hasn't been an inquisition in these parts! That's not what I said, dude! Does the name Akuro mean anything to you? What? Did you just say Akuro? Yes, you know him? Nope. Haven't the foggiest. I love this guy. Jeez, forget it. I'll have to find someone who isn't hard of hearing. Hold on, Sonny. I heard a tale or two in my travels you might like. They say if you touch the knowing jewel if you don't want to be an old fool. Whatever you need to know that can be learned from that jewel. And where would I find this knowing jewel? It's a crystal at the bottom of the ocean. The bottom of the ocean? The ocean is like a mother to everything that exists. And everything she's seen or experienced has been crystallized. Legends say that whoever touches the jewel will be blessed with knowledge. Wow, sweet deal. So all I gotta do is touch a shiny jewel. I doubt it'll give up any clues on Akuro. But anything's worth a shot, I suppose. You can find the jewel at the Sage Shrine, a very peculiar place, I say. Ask the captain, he knows the way. Thanks, dude. Here I thought you weren't gonna be any help. So that old man was almost no help, but not quite no help, because he was a help. Get it? So, okay, boy, you heard the man. We need the knowing jewel. Time to see what the captain knows. So we actually can't go any deeper into the ship. I didn't mean to go down there. I was just turning around, and it happened to bring me close enough to that to activate that scene. So we got to bring this down because it demagnetized in the time we were talking to him. We hop up on this, and then we repel them apart. So, yay, magnet puzzles, how I've missed thee! And we blasted through the deck. What do you got to say? He's still only concerned with making money. How fitting for a merchant. We blasted through the deck of the ship. He was the only witness, and he doesn't care. So, let's go ahead and talk to the Capum. Hey, Captain. Trying to find the knowing jewel. Ever heard of it? Knowing jewel, you say? Aye, I know of it. You have to ask Otohime where it be. Who is she? Is she hot? Hold on, lad. Well, I'll be. It's gone. I need be conch shell to summon Otohime. It must be somewhere on this ship. Some people say conch, some people say conch. I don't know what the actual pronunciation is. I've heard both correctly. I've heard both are correct, so I'm not going to argue about that. So, we need to find his conch shell, which I think we're going to be doing in the next episode, alright? So, next time on Okamiden, we're going to head even further below deck and see if we can find his magic conch shell. See you guys then.